when I said last night that we need to speak up, and I was going to do it because I have a bully pulpit, I'm about to show you how that bully pulpit works. So to recap from last night with what was going on with Dr. Eric Williams, well, the first thing we found out is Dr. Eric Williams isn't a doctor after all. He's a fucking social worker, which is why he's always so vague when asked what the hell he is. Now, I'll read again where it started again last night. And mind you, he had told me he was going to be in contact with me on Thursday from my first video. And this is the text message I got after leaving, after I left the voicemail at 9:40 on his phone. At 9:40 p.m. I left the voicemail stating my intent to file ethics charges and calling him out. And I got this text at 10:15 last night, or sorry, 10:13 p.m. last night. Hello, Matt. After meeting with Carrie and Aaron, I am able to speak with you. I could speak with you next Wednesday. I will be available from 4 to 4:30, a half hour. My fee for the consultation is $150. Please let me know if you would like to proceed. I will be forwarding you my mailing address. I don't need you to forward my mailing address. I have it already, stupid. It's everywhere. That's how the internet works. Also, Aaron has agreed to speak with you by phone from my office during a future session. I would have to prearrange. I'll wait to hear back from you. Told him, check your voicemail. I got this 3 minutes later. Please cease your communications with me. I am blocking this number. 10:15 last night. Made my video. 7:30 this morning, I hear my phone going off with a text message. And I'm like, 7:30 in the morning. Nobody's texting me at 7:30 in the morning. I think I know who this is. Oh. It's the social worker, not the Dr. Eric Williams of Teaneck, New Jersey, who supposedly had blocked me, is now texting me at 7:30 in the morning. Your recent YouTube video violates HIPAA privacy laws. Your comments are also slanderous and defaming. My lawyer has viewed it, and I am pursuing immediate legal action. So I responded back, good luck with the ethics board. He then follows up, I was in the process of helping facilitate communications with you and Aaron. I was working to help you. Why would you do this? Why would I? You had 3 years, scumbag. 3 years. 3 years. I texted him back. Why would you charge me $150 to find out what's going on with my own child? I've been begging you for help, only to fall on deaf ears. You were her baseball coach. Inappropriate. And I'll ask you again, Eric, are you a doctor or are you a social worker? I'm not a doctor, so how could I violate HIPAA laws? Nice try with your bluff. I've been through it. Nothing I said is untrue. You know it, I know it, everyone involved knows it. You want to do what's best for Erin, then include her father in her life and stop the charade. And a text message at 10:15 p.m. from the supposed doctor or social worker or whatever you are is inappropriate on all levels. Now, I'm sure we've all had occasions with doctors where you threaten to sue them or you threaten this and it falls on deaf ears. And they laugh at you and yada, 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 yada. When have you ever had a doctor or whatever he is, a social worker, text you back and threaten you at 7:30 in the morning? Here's how you know this is bullshit. How do I violate HIPAA laws? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a social worker. I'm the parent who has rights to her daughter, to his daughter's history. I didn't speak of anything specifically because you haven't told me anything other than she has emotional problems with her grandparents. That's about the long and the short of it. So what HIPAA laws did I violate? Secondly, what lawyer are you getting in contact with at 10:15 at night and has made a decision by 7:30 the next morning? Next, anybody who's ever talked to a lawyer and gone after somebody, what's the first thing when you hire a lawyer, the lawyer tells you? Shut the fuck up. Let me handle it. Don't get on your fucking cell phone and text the person you're apparently gonna sue. You joke. You fraud. I know I said I'm not religious, but I mean this wholeheartedly. Dear God in heaven and sweet Jesus and whoever's up there, please let this scumbag try to sue me. Please let this scumbag try to sue me. Don't let this persona fool you, Eric. I spent 20 years testifying in court, all types of court, grand jury, civil court, criminal court, prosecutors, defense attorneys, you name it, I've been through it. I shine in court. I shine in court. Please. You know what happens during a lawsuit, Eric? Social worker, Teaneck, New Jersey, Eric Williams. Discovery. You know what discovery is? That's when my attorney requests all evidence from your side. See, if I'm lying about this shit, you got to prove that I'm lying. That means you got to call witnesses, which means you got to call the people directly involved in this, i.e. my ex-wife, my parents. And I'm begging for a shot to get them in open court. At a family court, please, please sue me. Please sue me. Please. My mother, they tried to have her testify when my father tried to sue the builder. She lasted on the stand 30 seconds and fell apart because she can't follow anything. She can't help herself. You heard phone call from narcissistic mother, Eric. You want her testifying in your behalf? Even if you don't call her, I will. I will. And I'll call my father. I'll call my ex-wife. Go ahead. Prove I'm lying. Because I'm not. And you know I'm not. And all your text messages prove is that you're a fraud and you're afraid. I got you. I'm sure you've been threatened before by patients that are pissed off at you and you just laugh it off. But those patients don't have a semi-popular YouTube channel. They don't have an outlet, and they don't have people that are listening and who care. I do. See, you were so arrogant, Eric. You just thought I was just some other douchebag father, you know, out on the fringe that you could somehow string along and keep making money off of. No, I'm not that. And the fear you have with blowing up like this is like, you think, oh, well, it's just going to prove his point. Oh, you're out of control. Like, no. I talked about this in my video, Righteous Anger. There's anger and there's righteous anger. This is righteous anger. You've had my daughter for 3 years. 3 years, you can't tell me thing one. And she's not talking to me. And you're going to try to now come up, I was just trying to help you. Huh. Who else does that? Who else that we have discussed, everybody, ladies and gentlemen of my channel? Who else have we discussed has the trait of now making themselves the victim and you the bad guy when they get called out? The narcissist. The narcissist. I can't violate HIPAA laws, stupid. I can't violate HIPAA laws. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a social worker. You fool. You fool. You sending me a text message at 7:30 in the morning threatening me only proves how weak you are. And what bullshit you are. It's 8:17, Eric. Ethics call's going out at 9 o'clock. It's happening. And I think you realize that, and I think you know you stepped on your dick bad. Bad. Here's my other question, Eric. What are you doing coaching softball? Does that mean you have a kid on the team? Because last I heard you didn't. So if you have a kid on the team, that means your kid is my kid's teammate who you're treating. And you recruited off that softball diamond. If you don't have a kid on that team and in that league, then what the fuck are you doing there? What are you doing there if you don't have a kid? And lo and behold, you just end up having recruiting my daughter and my ex-wife. So either you're getting inside information from your kid who's on the team, which I don't know if you have. And if you have a kid, that means you have a daughter my age. And as a father, you should understand, but you don't. So if you have the daughter, I think that's even fucking worse. That's even worse. I don't know if you have a daughter or not. But if you do, I have to question, are you getting inside information about my kid, from your, where are you getting this information, Eric? Why, and then if you don't have a kid, why are you there? Why are you there coaching 9-year-old girls softball, a grown-ass man? Well, we'll find out if this lawsuit comes to fruition. Well, actually, we're going to find out when I call the ethics committee. Because they are going to investigate. Because this is even too fucky for them. What did I lie about, Eric? You were her baseball coach. You did admit that to me. So what am I lying about? That you recruited her off? That's my opinion. It's not an opinion. I think it's an opinion based on pretty good circumstantial evidence. But it's an opinion at that. You can't sue somebody for an opinion. And any fucking lawyer would tell you that. The other thing a lawyer's also going to tell you is, I'm not wasting my time unless I can get something out of this. What exactly do you think you can get out of suing me? Good luck. Good luck. Please sue me. Please. Please. I know I said I don't like religious scripture, but please, dear God, let Mr. Eric Williams of Teaneck, New Jersey, sue me under fucking HIPAA laws and defamation of character. You know, defamation laws are even harder to prove when you make yourself a public figure, Eric, which is what the internet does when you post yourself on Google, on Psychology Today, and all the other sites you're on, Eric. When you open yourself up for Google reviews, Eric, you lose the ability to sue under defamation. Not completely, but it hurts you, stupid. It hurts you. You'd also have to be able to prove damages, idiot. What damages have you gotten thus far? I'm just talking about this on my channel. I didn't tell anybody to do anything to you. I haven't threatened you physically or violently. I've told you what I'm going to do. I have been talking about my life and my situation now for almost 2 years. Yeah, almost 2 years now. This is part of it, dude. Sorry. You had the opportunity to be part of the solution. You chose not to. You chose not to. You chose to either bury your head in the sand, build the insurance policy, what have you. $150 for a half hour of your time. Therapists, actual doctors, don't charge that, asshole. Are you out of your fucking mind? And what grown man who's a supposed professional in social work, I guess, whatever the fuck that is, blocks somebody who's pissed after you said you're going to be in contact with him, knows how upset he is, how brokenhearted he is over his own child, and then thinks a text message is appropriate at 10:15 at night. and then continues, and then says, I'm blocking you. Like a high school cheerleader. And then realizes I will follow through because I made a video after the fact. Goes and checks it out and then comes in with a bullshit story of a lawyer. Go ahead and try to get a lawyer at 10:15 or at night or before 7:30 in the fucking morning. What a joke. What a joke. And what's even funnier is he's stupid enough to put this in text message. Please sue me, Dr. Eric. Mr. Eric Williams, Teaneck, New Jersey. Please sue me. I'm begging you for it. I'm begging you for it. And once again, I'll say it. I don't want you talking to my daughter. I don't want you treating her. I don't want you anywhere near her. And I have a right to say it because I'm her dad. And I have no restrictions. And the reason why I have no restriction is because they know if they try to put them on me, they're going to have to be able to prove it in court. And this shit's going to have to come out. Go for it, Kerry, Drunky the fuck clown, and Meet Normus. Go for it. Go for it. Your bullshit at this point is all centered around keeping people away from the truth, i.e. this channel. And you just either recruited another idiot in Mr. Eric Williams, or he recruited you, or you're all codependent in each other's fucking dysfunction. I don't give a fuck. You're not taking my daughter down. This charade is going to end, and it's going to end sooner than later. So whatever you people want to think you can do to me, go ahead and try it. I'm waiting for it. Even you know, Drunky, the fuck clown, how good I am in court. That's why you're afraid of me. You admitted it. We know how good you are in court, Matthew. Well, if you ever respected anything I ever did in my whole life, you'd have known that. It wouldn't be such a fucking shock to you. Mr. Eric Williams, social worker who recruits children off a softball diamond in Woodridge, New Jersey. Please, I look forward. I look forward to this apparent day in court. At the end of the day, everybody, it is what it is.